exciting to have like a personal theme song, isn't it?
It is.
All right, well, I'm Angela Yee. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Of course, my guest co-host Jasmine Brand is here
I'm
with
not
me.
just any brand. I'm my own brand.
And we have a really fun, amazing person, the Grand Dame.
Oh, Lord. Thank you guys for having me.
Is here with us today from Real Housewives of Potomac. Karen Huger is here. Woo!
Thank you.
Looking amazing, by the way, and you're all red.
Listen, I'm ready for Christmas.
Okay.
Let's celebrate.
Is this electric red?
It is electric.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's the theme of the show, too.
Yeah.
I saw that. I took the picture when I was in the lobby with the heart. Okay? I'm ready.
You look good.
We're going to have a good time today. Actually, Busta Rhymes is going to be joining us later also, and had a chance to sit down with him. You know, that's always amazing. Busta Rhymes is legendary.
I love him.
He's very high energy, too.
And we'll be talking to Karen and getting a lot of tea today.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's spill some tea.
But classy tea. You know how we do.
Oh, yes.
All right. Well, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. And as usual, we start the show with some positivity. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Let us know who you would like to shine a light on. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
All right. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes.
And we're excited to have, from one of my favorite shows to watch, Real Housewives of Potomac, Karen is here.
Thank you guys for having me.
And Karen, this is the part of the show where we just shine a light on somebody who's had a positive impact either in our life or in the community. Who do you want to shine a light on?
Y'all know I'm going to shine the light on my mama because my mother was the one that told me that I could and I would, and there's nothing I couldn't do. So, shining a light on my mama.
What was her name?
Georgia.
Miss Georgia.
And
Okay.
she's shining a
I got
light
the
on you.
tattoo for it.
I saw that.
That's
okay,
right,
that's
the
in honor of
G.
Miss
Hello,
Georgia.
hello.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
my
beautiful.
first tattoo.
I don't. You know what? I don't have any tattoos either.
Well,
and I like that one.
It's nice
This
and
is tiny.
dainty.
My daughter designed it.
Okay.
Right. And my mother was a very feminine, dainty woman.
Okay.
So we went Tiny G.
I like that.
Right.
Miss Georgia.
That's Miss Georgia.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, shine a light on you, Miss Georgia, and she's shining a light right back down on you. So,
Yes.
All right. Well, who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150 is a number. Ashaya, who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on myself. I am a Black young entrepreneur. I have a home-based bakery called Baked by Ash.
Okay, Baked by Ash. I like it already.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I'm located in Detroit, Michigan.
One of my favorite
And
places.
I would love to make a cake for you, girl. I will fly out and everything.
I'll be in Detroit on the 17th, December 17th, because that's when we have our big concert. So maybe when I come in town.
Okay, can I DM you and make some arrangements?
Yes, please. What's your Instagram, too, for people listening?
It's baked by .ash, BAKEDBY.ASH.
I found you already. All right, I'm looking forward to it. You know, I'm a dessert fanatic.
I got you. What's your favorite flavor?
Ooh, first of all, I love chocolate, but I also like strawberry. I like anything with fresh fruit. I like rum cake.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna hook you up, girl.
All right, we're going to talk about it. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, I'll DM you right now. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, that was Shine a Light. In case you couldn't get through, 800-292-5150 is the number. You can always call us up and do it that way. And when we come back, let's talk about Young Thug and his trial. Opening statements started yesterday. And we'll give you some of the updates of what happened. All right. It's a lot already. It's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot.
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
I'm my own brand.
And Karen is here from Real Housewives of Potomac.
Hello.
And you ready to do some Yee tea with us?
I'm ready.
All right, well, let's start it off with Young Thug. Now, his opening statements at his trial began yesterday. And to be clear, this trial is expected to last for at least a year.
Oh, gosh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, is what they're saying. He's being accused of running a criminal street gang that operated like a, quote, pack of wolves. And that's what they're saying during the opening statements. It's a racketeering trial. And so they also read a passage from the Jungle Book about wolf packs and said that Young Thug's gang had similarly operated as a pack.
It's a little dramatic.
Well, listen, they also are tying the man that was convicted in the case where he shot up Lil Wayne's tour bus back in 2015 to Young Thug. And so they, according to Adrian Love, they unloaded bullets into the man's tour bus, bullets for nothing except to show their dominance. There will be no evidence to show that Lil Wayne threatened either of them that night, but that act on the part of Jimmy Winfrey and the defendants before you today was intended to show their solidarity, their willingness to act on the behalf of, and their willingness to exact violence upon anyone who threatened the position of the street gang calling itself Young Slime Life.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's interesting though, because a lot of people are saying free Young Thug.
Yeah, I wish I could watch the whole thing live.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
A visual.
Like a court TV
Absolutely.
type of situation.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. They also, as we had said before, are going to be able to use his lyrics when...
I don't think that's fair.
I'm sure he doesn't either.
I don't think that's fair.
They fought against that.
Right.
Trust me,
I don't
Kevin
think that's fair.
was up here talking about that and saying it's an attack on the rap music as a whole.
Right.
And so
I agree.
It's an interesting thing that happened, but they did say that it's admissible in certain situations. Yeah. And they also suggested that while Young Thug didn't commit many of the alleged crimes himself, many of the violent acts committed by his co-defendants were in service to him and his criminal enterprise.
I mean, they're drawing a lot of pictures graphically, and I need them to connect the dots. And another thing, don't attack, the rap industry. Don't use that. Don't weaponize it. It's helped a whole generation to move forward in a positive way. So I'm totally against it admitting the lyrics, even though they're going to do that.
They decided that.
Yep.
All right, now Tiffany Haddish is vowing to get help. She had her second DUI arrest.
Yes.
I think that's good, Tiffany. Yes, because even though she did some stand up the next day and she did make jokes about it as a comedian, it is good that she's acknowledging it's time for me to not play around, because anything could happen.
Yeah, DUIs are serious.
It is.
Yeah.
And no shame in getting help.
No shame at all. This
None.
is
She's a
good
girl,
example.
Great woman. I want to see her do well. So get the help you need.
Well, here's what she said during her stand up.
I pray to God to send me a man with a job, a career, preferably in a uniform. God answer my prayers.
All right.
Okay.
Stand up, not bad.
Not bad, but maybe the timing is off a little bit. Maybe we wait.
You saying too soon? Are you saying it's too soon?
I think it's a little too soon.
Okay.
Just a little too soon. That's all. Timing is everything.
And she fell asleep behind the wheel of her car. And imagine if she would have been driving and something would have happened. And that's one thing that you have to think about. I will say, when I was younger, I was definitely reckless. Learned my lesson. Thank God we have Uber.
Me too.
Lyft.
Me too.
Yeah, and
Been there, done that, got the T-shirt.
Exactly. But you have to say, I'm so happy that nothing happened, and this is a wake up call.
Very
this
good.
is God saving you. All right. Well, that is your Yee Tea, and we are going to talk about some things. But when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. I'll tell you what I did. We had very active things. Karen, you're going to let us know what you had going on last night. But in the meantime, let's get to some classic Drake. All right. Best I Ever Had. It's way up. Thanks.
So, about last night. Last night. Here's how it went down.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine is here.
Yes, I'm here.
And Karen from Real Housewives of Potomac is here.
Hello, hello.
Hello. And it's time for About Last Night. What did you do last night, Karen?
Actually, it's press for the show this week, so I had a PJ party. I know it's nauseating with my 26-year-old daughter. We just cuddled and ate food in the bed.
I love
That's
it.
fun.
I know. I think that's going to be you one day, Jasmine, with your daughter.
I know.
Rain.
Yeah.
With baby Rain.
Quality time.
Okay.
And and by the way, shout out to you for all the press you've been doing, because you have like 30 interviews a day, and that, people don't understand that's really work. That's exhausting.
Yeah.
And you're answering like the same questions over and over again. But doing it very pleasantly.
I enjoy what I do though. So, if you like what you do, you can put a smile on and push through.
All right, because we got some questions for you today.
I bet you do.
Yes, we
I
do.
bet you do.
Push through.
Oh, Lordy.
Yes, we do.
Well, last night I actually was in Brooklyn at my juice bar that I'm going to be reopening. So it's been closed for a little while, but we are going to be reopening in like a week and a half.
Okay, what's the name of it?
The Nourish Spot is
Okay.
what it'll be called. So shout out to Dawn Kelly.
Okay.
Actually, her and her daughter Jade are partners.
Oh, nice.
And we love the mother-daughter dynamic.
Yeah.
And they have the juice bar in Queens. It's also at Citi Field.
Okay.
They have a lot of big things happening. And she actually got a grant for us to be able to do this together, which was
Beautiful.
amazing.
Yeah.
I ain't never had no grant before, but let me tell you something.
Girl power.
Listen,
Boss.
we need to start applying for some. But we are going to be reopening very shortly. Hopefully the date date? Should I give a date? Because sometimes I hate doing that until it really
No,
happens.
no.
In the very near future.
December.
Broad brush it.
Yeah, so, all right, but very, very, very soon.
Yeah.
Let's say
Very,
that.
very
Less
soon.
than 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So I'm excited. And you know what was nice while I was there? People, because in the neighborhood, it's in Brooklyn and Bed-Stuy, it was really like a staple in that neighborhood. So a lot of people were coming by, like, are you guys be open? What's going on? Oh my God. Like, they really can't wait.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for that. And we're not going to just have juices this time. We're also going to have food and catering and all of those things.
Good.
And coffee.
Oh, yes.
Because, I got Coffee Uplifts People, my coffee company.
Yes.
So that's what I was doing. So, I don't like to sit down.
At all, clearly.
Oh, you sound like you're very busy.
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations.
Well, listen, like I told you, Karen, we are going to get back to you. So let's talk about Real Housewives of Potomac this season. Now, something that we just discovered is the woman who was saying that she had an affair with Chris Bassett, that's Candace's husband, says that she made it all up. Okay. She had said that she was pregnant and had an abortion and all kinds of things, but now she's saying the whole thing was a lie, and she admits that.
That's a big lie.
It's a big lie. Well, I believe that she did lie. Candace and Chris have a strong marriage. I'm rooting for them. It's been under attack now for 2 years? So back off. I mean, let them have a moment. It's 5 years strong. And this young woman, I'm glad she found the moral compass to, admit that she lied, because it could have caused more damage. And a lot of people say, well, why would she lie?
Right.
It's the thirst. It's the thirst.
The
for
thirst
real.
for fame. She
For
said,
fame.
I never talked to him. I made the whole thing up.
Yep.
I'm sorry that my actions hurt people. Woo, child. Sound like a lawsuit to me. 'cause
It
you
does sound
cause
like a
all kinds
lawsuit.
of drama.
Defamation of character.
Yes.
For show.
Because imagine what Chris was going through at home. Because at first, when somebody tells you, you might publicly not believe it, but you still
wait a minute.
So you sure?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you start questioning things. Well, we're going to talk about things that people have made up, in relationships. You've had your share of things, Karen.
Oh, every season I get one. What's the one this time?
Listen, we're going to talk about that when we come back, but you guys call us up. 800-292-5150 is a number. In your relationship, have you ever had anybody lie on you and then you've had to defend yourself? People always be like, oh, well, I might as well just do it if people keep on lying and saying, people always use that as an excuse. 800-292-5150. Call us up.
More Way Up with Angela Yee on now. You know who it is. You know who it is.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine is here.
Good morning, Angela.
And our really good friend Karen is here.
Yes.
Good morning.
We're drinking some coffee martinis right now.
Yes. I had to kind of talk her into it. I kind of had to, pressure her to have
her.
Yeah, because I got to work. I just did the 20, ladies. I told you I can wake up dizzy by myself. I can stand
20s.
I love it.
All right. Well, listen, right now we are talking about lying, somebody lying on your relationship. Now, we talked about this because of Candace and Chris. This woman, Ayanna, had said that she had an abortion by Chris and all of this, and now it turns out she made the whole thing up. All right, now Karen,
yes,
has anybody ever lied on your relationship? And I'm just gonna jump in there and say,
every year
they used to say you were cheating.
I know I'm gorgeous.
Okay.
No, you
you
can't have it both ways, though. We're going to talk about me specifically. 1 minute, I love my girls, but 1 minute they're like, oh, you're old, be retired. Next minute they're giving me 3 or 4 men. I mean, you can't have it both ways. I know I'm a bad chick, but really, I really take it as a compliment. Talk about me.
But does that hurt your relationship? Because like I was saying earlier, sometimes you might be like, okay, I know it's not true, but then there's questions still at home.
Well, you know what? I got to say it does cause Ray to pause, because there is a 17-year age difference. But what makes it work is his trust in me and mine and him, and communication. He's had his questions for me after stories like that. Yeah. We're only human,
right?
But nothing can come up against our love. Nothing can break that except us. Right. So back off.
Okay. All right. I love that. Woo.
So back off.
Back
off.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Jasmine? Anybody ever lied about anything that happened with you?
Yeah, you know what? Someone lied and said I was a lesbian one time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I can see that. No, I'm kidding.
And I was just like, okay.
They say that about me because I don't be posting my boyfriend.
That's a smart move. Don't post your man.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah,
Ray doesn't have social media.
Yeah. I've heard that about myself. But Ange, I never heard you were... No, I never heard that about you.
What, that I was a lesbian?
Yeah.
Oh. So then who were you with? Are you cheating on me?
Bring.
Yeah, that's the real
That's tea. That's
the
tea.
real
Piping hot
coffee.
tea.
Hilarious.
All right, well, we want to hear about you guys. Has anybody ever lied and caused issues in your relationship? Now, anonymous caller, this is a little different because you actually were the person who lied in your relationship.
Yeah, I was a teenager and I was in a serious relationship with a really good girl. It was toxic. It began to take a certain toll. But I came up with this lie to the person and told her that I cheated, and I never did. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and we were recounting everything. So I ended up thinking about it, and hearing this now, I just decided to speak it out.
So you told the girl that you cheated to break up with her?
Yeah.
I'd rather you just break up with me than tell me you cheated on me.
Me too.
Amen.
That's different.
I feel like guys, but I always say this, guys try to get you to break up with them.
They do,
and so he did that to make her break up with him.
Yeah.
That's it.
Lesson learned.
Stay blessed.
Thank you. See, he feels better. He got that out there.
Yeah, he tell her though. And now he's anonymous on the phone.
Yeah.
You know, he's not clean yet.
Yeah, no, he's not. He still don't want to admit.
I'm just, no, you got that? Did you pick that up?
Apologize to her right now.
Right now, sir, please. Call her.
Hey, Champagne, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. You want to share with us the biggest lie that happened that caused issues in your relationship?
Okay, well, I had just met this boy maybe like a year and a half ago. And I just found out that he was lying about us making a baby. At the end of the month, I would think, oh, my period isn't coming, Oh, I'm pregnant. But come to find out, he wasn't really in me. We were never planning for a baby. We were never having a baby. This is how I found out. I started making him wear condoms. And so then I found out he wasn't even that much in the condom.
Oh, my
so
Lord and Savior.
There was no baby coming.
So he was just not able to orgasm?
I don't know if he wasn't able to orgasm or if he was just not because one time it all on my
Oh! Okay, so he is able to.
Where's the towel? Where's the towel?
Okay.
I feel that, right?
Where's the baby at?
Oh, my gosh.
All right.
Well, it might be for the best, ma'am.
Amen. Amen.
All right. Well, y'all are very interesting, but thanks for calling 800-292-5150 in case you couldn't get through. And when we come back, we have your Yee Tea. We'll talk about Steve Harvey and his wife, Marjorie Harvey. He gives her major props. We'll tell you about his tribute. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee Tea. Way up.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
And our really fun favorite co-host is here, Karen from Real Housewives of Potomac.
Hello, hello.
The Grand Dame.
Yeah. These behind-the-scenes conversations.
Yes.
Okay. Diddy has temporarily stepped aside as chairman at Revolt, and that is in wake of all of these lawsuits that he has. This is an exclusive from TMZ. They were currently celebrating their 10-year anniversary. Shout out to Tatavio, who's the CEO.
Yeah.
And he did quickly, in less than 24 hours, settle that lawsuit with Cassie. But now there's been 2 additional lawsuits against Diddy. And so he has released a statement. The New York legislature surely did not intend or expect the Adult Survivors Act to be exploited for improper purposes. The public should be skeptical and not rush to accept these unsubstantiated allegations.
Okay.
That act did. I was watching that last day, I think the 24th.
Yeah.
With this New York legislation about the Adult Survivors Act. I was like, okay, what else about to happen?
Everybody was
right.
I didn't realize once Cassie filed, I know that she mentioned it in her lawsuit. I didn't realize how, big this act was. And then when I start seeing stories about, the deadline, I was like, oh, okay, it's making sense why everybody is filing before, while they have the opportunity.
They have to file so they get their moment to speak their truth.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Karen, on...
Well, you know what? I'm learning a lot about Diddy now, and so I am open to all discussions about him. I'm glad he stepped down, though.
Yeah.
He needs to focus on resolving this and handling it.
All right, so he doesn't want that to take away from Revolt's mission, is what his statement is. All right. Now, Steve Harvey was at the Griot Awards, and he paid tribute to his wife. There's been all kinds of rumors about their relationship.
Oh, yeah.
See, there were rumors that she was cheating on him, and he's addressed this, and I know it bothers him because he been and I feel like Steve Harvey's not even the type to really keep on addressing something, but here's what he had to say.
That woman right there been down with me like 4 flat tires. 85% of what y'all up here talking to me about happened after I married that girl right there. We've been 18 years strong. I don't know what y'all been trying to do, but we covered though. I'm gonna give this to you. I love you, Marjorie Harvey.
He sounded like he was about to cry, right, Angela?
Yeah, his voice cracked.
Yeah.
And that's passion.
Oh, the television icon.
I will say, saying down like 4 flat tires is definitely old school.
It is old school.
I love that reference.
Right or die. Said 10 toes down.
Yeah.
That'd be more current. Or standing on business.
Leave the old school alone.
I'm standing
That's
on
what's
business.
bringing them through. Old school will bring you through this new stuff.
Yes.
It's 4 flat tires.
4 flat tires
That's
don't
what it
sound
is.
good, though. It sound negative.
It does.
Slash your tires.
Okay.
Steve Harvey is standing on business.
Well, he loves his woman.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, he does. And listen, we do not doubt that.
And I love Steve Harvey.
And
And
anyway.
a man like that, you want him to ride.
And I
he's
saw him in
riding.
Abu Dhabi. He had his whole golf situation.
He's fly.
Yeah.
He's fly for sure.
He's living
bad.
life. All right. Andre 3000's album New Blue Sun outperformed 2023 first week sales for Lil Wayne, Nas, and more. You know how much he sold? 24,000.
So that's a lot,
with
I
his
guess.
Flute album.
Okay.
You know what? Record sales are just different
Yeah.
nowadays. Remember when people used to go platinum like the day?
yeah.
It's so different without physical copies, and it takes so many streams for it to count as a sale. So
Have you guys listened to the album?
No, I haven't. Have you?
nope.
Well, listen, I've been trying to find music that is kind of chill with my daughter in the car, so I've been listening to it in the car.
Is it
You
good?
like it?
It's fine. I mean,
Cool.
you know.
I might do that when I get a massage at home.
Yeah,
That
it's
could
perfect
work.
for that.
Yeah, that's
that
what I
could work.
heard. All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are flying under the radar. Imagine you paid $30,000 for a cruise that never was going to happen. All right, we're going to tell you about this crazy story about a boat that didn't even exist. Hate it or love it. Game and 50 Cent right now is way up.
In the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
I just want to say I never realized in the song "Live Your Life" all of the big words that T.I. was using until we were listening. He used a lot of big words in that.
That's on brand for T.I.
I'm just looking. I was listening. I was like, wow. All right. Well, anyway, it's way up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes.
Karen's here from Real Housewives of Potomac.
The Grand Dame.
The Grand Dame is here with us. And by the way, it was just Thanksgiving, and according to the TSA, they broke the record for the highest number of daily passengers. Almost 3 million people were screened at U.S. airports.
Was I traveling? Did either of you
was
travel
something
on?
I did not.
I did not.
Okay.
I stayed my best. So I don't know who these people were.
No, you know what? I came back Wednesday.
Okay.
I flew from Detroit to D.C. Wednesday.
Well,
And it
then
wasn't bad.
you were part of that.
It wasn't bad, actually.
She's one of the 3 million.
Yeah, she's
I
like
am.
3 million. All right, now let's talk about this. This story was fascinating to me and really sad.
Yeah.
A 3-year cruise got canceled, and they were just about to take off. All right, it was less than 2 weeks before they were scheduled to set sail. Life at Sea Cruises. It was a 3-year sailing. It was announced in March. Now, passengers had to pay about $30,000 per year, and the voyage was organized by a company that was based in Turkey. People really flew out to Istanbul, and they're there right now.
Oh, man.
That is just horrible.
Yes,
I mean,
3 years.
$30,000 a year for 3 years.
So one woman sold her apartment and all of her belongings to pay for her retirement cruise.
Oh, no.
And did I hear you say that they're going to pay back in monthly installments?
Yes, they said they're going to pay people
I don't
back.
think so. I
think
didn't
they're
send you
getting their money
monthly
back.
installments. I need my money now, you know? But it's sad and tragic that these schemes are out there taking advantage of everyone. They knew this boat didn't exist.
Well, listen, passengers said some of them did not have a home to return to because they thought for 3 years I'm just going to be at sea, and now that didn't happen. And you know what? They said, so I guess maybe their intention was they were going to get this money from people and then be able to get the boat. But they said after everything that was happening in the Middle East, investors declined to support further because of the unrest.
So they didn't even have a boat. They were taking
had
the
no
money
boat.
to. Oh my goodness!
Oh, on a wish and a prayer.
Talk about putting what do they call it? The
cart before the horse. Girl, what horse? What cart? I mean,
they put the boat before the sea.
Amen.
No, the sea before
wow.
the boat. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know, but anyway, that is your Under the Radar. Now, you know we got the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Plus, don't forget, Busta Rhymes is going to be joining us today of Busta Bus. Let me tell y'all, Busta Rhymes has stories for days. So I'm excited for this. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip, Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
Karen is here from Real Housewives of Potomac.
Yes, RHOP.
You know what? We're having a good time, and we're like selling her all our favorite restaurants to go to in New York.
I can't wait to go eat dinner tonight. Thank you, Angela.
Yes, no problem. All right, well, let's get into some Yee tea. Now, we've been keeping up with Young Thug's trial, which started yesterday.
Okay.
And today in court, his lawyer, Brian Seale, said that Young Thug's name stands for truly humbled under God in the opening statement.
Brian.
I'm done.
Sir.
You're going to jail with that statement.
Sir.
I don't know.
It's a nice try, though.
And Megan Cuniff is right there reporting, by the way.
We
all
love
know.
Megan.
Yeah, she's definitely giving us a tea from inside the courtroom.
Love her.
All right, now Josh Giddey from the Thunders, he's a guard. He's reportedly at risk of losing his sponsorship deal with an Australian cereal brand called Wheat Bix. It's a $40 million sponsorship deal, by the way. Okay, and that is all because of a video that was posted where there's allegations now that he's having an inappropriate relationship with a minor. I believe the woman is a junior in college, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And so after the game, you know, he was being asked questions at the press conference after the game, and it was all about what's going on with those allegations, and here's what he had to say.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the question, obviously, but there's no further comment right now.
So he has no comment. Of course
comment.
not.
Yeah.
Of course not. But.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that or what we think should happen.
Well, let's wait for more details.
Yeah, it's alleged right now.
Because all we saw was a pit. We didn't see anything happening. We don't know, you know, what's
Don't
going
jump
on
to
with that. But there is an investigation. He's 21 years old, by the way, and he has been removed from that company's social media accounts and things like that.
And how old is she?
We don't know.
We don't know her
we know
age
it's a junior in
yet.
college.
She's a junior in college.
Junior.
Oh, no, maybe in high school. I'm sorry.
Oh, high school?
I meant to say high school.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
A
Now,
junior
all
in
right,
high
now I'm
school.
looking
I messed up.
sideways.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting a junior in college. She's legal.
Yeah, unless she got left back or something, you know.
Oh.
Okay, I don't know. Now, 4-2 Doug recently was on $1 Million Worth of Game, and he was talking about his time being locked up and the job that he had. You know what? I hate the fact that when people are in jail, the things that they have to do and how little they get paid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For like literally pennies a day.
Yeah.
Here's what he had to say about his job.
Bro, they had me in there working in the kitchen.
Oh, what was you doing in the kitchen?
They was being funny, like
putting you to work.
Man, waking me up at 4 in the morning, bro. I'm
That's
talking
the
about
same
killing
schedule
me,
you was. That was
bro.
my schedule.
So I tell the lady, like, you know, I can't be on my feet. I got shot. So she made me wrap 1,000 forks all morning.
So
Ain't
you
wanna let me leave.
So every morning you done that?
Every morning.
That's a lot of forks.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And how much did they pay him?
He said he didn't get paid. He said he's never been paid.
I don't. That's not fair.
Wrong. Free labor. No.
All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, since Karen is here, we got some questions.
Yes,
From
I got some
Real
answers.
Housewives of Potomac. I got so many questions. I cannot wait for this. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. If you're a fan of the show like we are, then you're going to want to hear this.
Turn it up. You vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes,
I'm
here.
This is the kind of thing we love because Karen Huger is here from Real Housewives of Potomac.
Yes.
Love being here. Thank you.
And we've been asking you all kinds of things because we are really interested.
They've been prying into my business.
We're invested.
Okay, they're invested.
And you know it's some tea when she's like, the mics aren't on, right?
Right. We had to make sure y'all were protected.
But now they are. All right.
Yes.
So let's ask some questions. As we've been watching this new season of Real Housewives, I want to ask you, and I asked you this off the mic about Mia.
Yeah.
And we know in real life she's, going through her divorce. So I don't know if she's divorced already. But I think it looks like he felt like she was with him for the money.
Yeah, G went live with that, didn't he?
Yes.
He gave it to TMZ.
Yes, he did.
Oh, Lord. Okay,
Yeah.
we're good.
So I just wanted to get your opinion on it because I know, there was some tax issues that Ray had, but you were definitely standing by your husband's
Yeah, we
side.
can talk about that because, the difference, people often ask me what kind of advice I would give Mia. I can't give Mia advice in her situation. Simply because
why not?
I soldiered for Ray. I was going to hold my man down, and make sure we made it through the storm.
Okay.
Mia, on the other hand, last reunion, put her husband's name in one sentence with the word embezzlement. I thought it was done then. It was up. It was over. So this is not a surprise to me. And I wish them both well, especially the children, though. I want them to be happy. They're great kids.
Do you think she should have soldiered through and held him down like you held your husband down?
She can't speak for her.
I can't speak for her.
That's not in her heart to
no,
do
it's
that.
not.
It's not her heart.
It's not in my heart to do that. But she did what she she did what she does.
Yeah.
Now, I want to also talk about your real estate purchase because that was a big deal.
Huge deal.
So tell us about that.
Well, for me, I can hint a little. I needed to invest and make my real estate portfolio more robust. So I looked at homes in Potomac and I looked at the home in Seale County. So I bought my grandmother's estate, which is going to turn into the Grand Dame house, which is of Wooden Willow Farms. Hello. And it's going to be a resort. So I chose an investment for me that would make money for the family. So I repurposed the farm.
How did that feel when you closed on that deal?
Empowering. It's so empowering. But you guys got to understand, Valerie, my Aunt Val, has been holding it down for years.
Oh.
So to get her to sell that to me, and no, it was not given to me. I had to buy it.
Of course you
that
did.
was a moment with Aunt Val. Oh, Lord. She's like, okay. But she trusts me, and that's huge, and I'm honored.
It's going to be called the Grand Dame.
The first house, my grandmother's house will be the Grand Dame house.
Okay.
All right. And I want to ask, how have things changed since when you guys did your vow renewal, you and Ray?
It hasn't really. We're still the same people. We are consistent. Ray and I love each other. He is my best friend. We're not perfect. We do have an institution. It is not without scratches and dings, but we hold each other down, and we lift each other and encourage each other.
And I saw that you said, when asked about how honest you are about everything happening, you said pretty much 100%.
Pretty much.
100% with everything.
Right, because are we talking about for the show? Yeah, I mean, no one's going to believe you're 100%. They're going to have their opinions about what your opinion is. But, yeah, because I have to be an open book. And I think that it makes me relatable because I am human. I do fall. But it's how I get up that matters.
Now, there were also some talking about health issues, right? And so can you discuss that right now? Like, what was going on with your health? I know there were some deposits, or what was that?
Right. Well, my thing is to share knowledge. As Black women, cardiovascular disease is rampant in our community, and many of us die silently. My mother was a cardiovascular patient as well. So when I did turn triple 20, I was like, let me look into this. And I did so much research, and I found that there was a calcium MRI test that you could take, which would measure the calcium in your heart, in your arteries, or your veins. And I had that done, and they found, that there was early stages of cardiovascular disease.
Good to know early.
Yeah. It's great to know early. It was scary. I was in denial, but I shared that with the girls because I want them to know. I want to use Bravo and thank Bravo for allowing me to bring that to our community, that there are tests we can take. We can take a preemptive strike. I am medicated. I am happy. I am losing weight, staying healthy, and just
looking great,
having fun. But knowledge is power.
All right. Well, again, Karen is here from Real Housewives of Potomac. I feel like we should maybe skip ASCII and talk some more with Karen. Let's do that when we come back. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
More now.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes, I'm here, Angela.
She's thinking about moving to Potomac.
Yep.
Yes.
Why not? I'm going to be on the show, too.
And Karen's here from Real Housewives of Potomac. And normally we would be doing ASCII here, but I just felt like we have you here. Yeah. And it's a special thing, so we just want to make sure we keep on having conversations with you.
Sounds
Megan
good.
Thee Stallion said you're her favorite on the show.
I was shook. I love her, and I'm really proud. And I love it that my daughter was the one that captured it on film for me. She's like, "Get up! It's Megan Thee Stallion!" And it's so cool because that means I'm relatable on every in every generation. And that's so cool. And especially when she said, "She my auntie."
So you never met her, right?
No, but I'm going to.
Yeah,
of course you are.
Put it into the universe.
I feel like that's going to happen. Maybe she'll be hosting a reunion or something.
Oh yeah.
That's Angela. That's a really good idea, Andy. Have Megan Thee Stallion do a little segment during the reunion.
She should come out and do something and ask some questions.
That would be so cool, right?
Wait, did you guys film the reunion yet?
No, we have not.
Okay.
So you got to come
done
back.
filming for the season?
I am done filming for the season, but we have to get you guys through the season, and much more. So we've not even filmed the reunion yet.
What are you saying, Jasmine?
I was going to ask Karen, since you are Megan Thee Stallion's favorite, who is your favorite? And you can't pick anyone from your show.
Oh,
your favorite housewife.
Okay, Garcelle.
Okay, we like Garcelle.
Garcelle's fly.
She's boss, and and what I love about her is she's a phenomenal mother. And she met my daughter when she was on The Real. She took the time out of her day to come personally to my dressing room to meet Raven.
Oh,
that's a good person. That's a good mother.
I love it.
So Raven saw her at BravoCon. It's like, hi, Miss Garcelle. Oh. So sweet.
Do you ever look at the old episodes from like the first season and just flash back to where you were when you first started and see how many seasons? 8
seasons for me.
Seasons.
Yeah. I don't look back, but Lord, when I see the pictures, I'm like, thank you, Jesus, for progress. My wigs were a hot mess. It was on the back of my head half the time. I was like, where was I going?
Go back and look.
It was sliding in one. Remember that one?
That was honest. No, I'm talking about confessionals where I had, I just thought I was hot. But time heals all wounds and fixes all wigs. And
everyone looks better each season.
It forced me to buy my own wig company, Yeah, with RPG Show.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you about people's discussing the unions. We saw everything that happened with SAG-AFTRA, and then we saw calls for reality shows for unions for those people, right? And so what are your thoughts about that? Because these shows do get replayed and re-aired, and I don't think you guys benefit from that.
No, we don't. It would be nice if we did. So fingers crossed.
Okay, so you're on board with that. Yeah, of course.
I'm on board with absolutely, but in an agreed manner, not an attack manner. Bravo has been very good to us. So I'm hoping we can have healthy discussions and a healthy meeting in the road, And
what about businesses that you've been able to launch since?
Yeah, La Dame is blowing up. I started out with a fragrance that's in Bloomingdale's and HSN, and then I went to the 3-wick candle, which is also in Bloomingdale's, and now we have a 4-wick. That's a holiday special. I bring it out every
Holidays
Christmas.
Is coming up.
90 hours is Bohemian Fire.
I want to ask you, do you like how they actually cover that too? Because even when you were developing your fragrance, sometimes with the way that things can seem and be edited, it can make it look like they're kind of
shady.
Yeah.
Well, bad advertisement is better than no advertisement.
Okay,
I always take lemons and make lemonade.
Okay.
I'm not shook by it. This is what I signed up for, but I know what my mission is. I have the business plan. I know how I'm going to execute it. So the show just helps propel that, and them talking about it makes it even bigger.
Good or bad.
Good or bad. You take the good with the bad.
All right, well, good. See, I'm glad we were able to have this conversation. Again, Karen is here, but you know who else is going to be joining us today? Busta Rhymes is going to be up here today, okay? And it feels like he's in a space where now he can be really open about things. He's always been kind of private and closed off. So we're going to have a great conversation because you know who he is? He is a rich baby daddy, okay? It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Turn the volume up. Y'all be way up with Angela Yee.
Break them down.
More now. It's going down. Woo!
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and we definitely way up today because Busta Rhymes is here.
Talk that talk, boss lady.
Listen,
come on.
Busta, I first want to talk about the fact that you have so many women that have been very instrumental in your career.
That's
Before we started this, we talked about Electra and Sylvia Rome.
Yes, Queen.
And then the women that you have on the album. I saw your tribute to Missy Elliott, what you wrote to her.
Yeah.
And I just appreciate the fact that you've always been so embracing of women because this is an industry where that doesn't always happen,
Right.
both on the mic and behind the scenes.
Thank you so much, Queen. For me, my greatest successes and my biggest support came from women. But the woman that it started with was my mom's. Because my pops, God rest his soul, he wasn't a fan of none of this rap thing. He's the old-fashioned Jamaican man. It was a real weird experience for me. As leaders of the new school, we did a amateur night at the Apollo performance one time. We got booed. My pops was there.
Ooh.
And he just hit me with I told you this was a bunch of bullshit. My mother was way different. My mom's was with whatever I was with as long as it kept me out the street. At the end of the day, my mother signed my deal when I was 17 because I wasn't old enough to sign it.
Right.
So that support led to me ultimately being able to tell her she could quit her job once I got kicked out of Leaders and I got my solo deal.
Right. Can we go back to getting booed at the Apollo, though? That had to be such an awful feeling because what was the rest of that night like?
There was tears. That embarrassment, you can't. At that time, too, you didn't even know how to deal with that. What kept me so determined, though, was, my pops wasn't the type of pops that gave me a choice. Like, it was you coming to work with me. At 12, 13 years old, I'm trying to be a kid still. I don't want to be there with him. And it was just that whole experience. It was like,
I don't see this in my future.
This. Word, I'm not doing none of this. Let me get this rap thing popping for real, because number one, I want to hit him with the I told you so. And number two, I don't want to come back to this work environment so much that I'm going to become iller with the rhyme.
Busta Rhymes is here, and now let's talk about the song on the album that actually features some of your children. It's called Legacy.
I love that song so much.
It's amazing. Your kids are very talented.
Thank you.
And I'm sure you wouldn't put them on if it wasn't lit.
Nah, it took time. That's a fact. Come on now, I can't be the bias pops with trash kids.
It do more harm than good.
Yeah, it'll do me harm. Like, yo, boss, come on, B. Like, we don't want to tell you this, but your kids is trash. But, for me to see them blossom, I'm in a super, super happy space. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. And it's the reason why that's the constant narrative for me. My kids is grown, and they're getting busy. Mm-hmm. And this thing happened this year where I was finally able to get all of my kids together. Like, since they've been born, I wasn't able to really do that.
Right.
Once that happened, it just took the joy and the happiness and the peacefulness amongst each other as a family to a whole other unbelievable and powerful place.
And that's when you were getting honored, right?
That was the first time they all been together since they've been born at the Lifetime Achievement Award for the BET Award.
That is amazing.
Since they've been born.
Do they speak to each other?
They've been speaking to each other. Like, that's the one thing. Like, they've always wanted that moment of coming together. They would, have their own individual conversations with me in one instance or another. Like, Dad, like, when we gonna get in this? I want a picture with all of my brothers and sisters in the same flick. But one lives in California. One lives in North Carolina. My 3 boys stay in New York with me, and then I have a son that's in Minneapolis.
Okay.
So I had to make changes in my personal space so that I was able to do what I needed to start doing and should have done a long time ago for my kids.
And I feel like this is something you never used to really talk about.
Nah.
Right. So now that you're in a better space,
absolutely,
and it's like a time of reflection, being able to be open about those things, because it does help other people too.
No question.
And it helps people to know your story, because I feel like even on this album, it's a lot more personal.
Absolutely.
Than things have been in the past.
Absolutely, Queen. And I'm grateful that you peeped that, and I'm grateful that I'm in a space where I'm super happy and comfortable enough to share that, because I really do want to share my joy and I want to share my happiness, because I ain't never know this level of happiness actually existed until now.
Busta Rhymes is here, and we have some more amazing stories when we come back. But right now, let's get into new music off his album, Blockbuster. Here's Big Everything with DaBaby and T-Pain. It's Way Up.
Turn the volume up. Y'all be way up with Angela Yee.
Break them down.
More now. It's going down.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and for the first time ever, I am sitting down with the legend himself, Busta Rhymes. Benzino has some things to say about Coi Leray being in the video. He didn't like how she was dressed, and he felt like you should have reached out ahead of time. And so what do you think about that?
My thing, first and foremost, is Benzino has my number. He knows how to reach me. You ain't got to address me about nothing on no social media. Number one. Number two, I've never had to address him about a problem. And there's been plenty of different issues that we've actually went through that led to actual violence with him and Dave Mays and situations that transpired. But the point that I'm trying to make is, up till probably right now, this is not public information. I'm not saying this to promote the issue. I'm saying this to promote how the code of ethics was upheld and how we dealt with issues. We resolved it as men and face to face. I recently checked on him before he voiced his opinion, and he hit me back and was congratulating me and what I was doing with Coi, because I don't have nothing to gain other than to see the people and their kids that I know.
Right. You didn't think it was anything harmful, because, you call her sis in the, sis. Your little sis.
Yes.
And it's a video.
Yeah. I'm not ever going to compromise the respect. Not only me and Coi age difference, that's not what I do.
It was more of a protective, like,
I'm
this is
big brother.
Yeah.
I'm protecting my sister. She's a superstar. I am a fan of Coi Leray. And if you felt like she was dressing inappropriate, the two things I'm not going to do is try to control people. I ain't going to tell you how you should do things. I'll give you my opinion, but I ain't going to tell you how you should dress. You're a young woman now. You taking care of yourself. and I'm going to play my position, and I'm going to be a support system, and I'm going to be a resource, and I'm not going to overstep my boundary.
Right.
I got daughters, so
Yeah.
I'm going to move accordingly to how I'm going to move with my own daughters.
Well, listen, look, I know that we could, because there's so much I didn't even get to. You got to come back for like a part 2, because
I promise I'll
I
come
want to
back.
talk about Flip Mode Squad.
Absolutely.
You know, because Rod Digger is my girl from like back in the day.
Big up Rod Digger. The Queen just got married last night. You know what I'm saying?
Well, shout out to you,
Yeah.
Rashia.
Word, big shout to Rashia Fisher.
I mean, you got to come back. That's all it is, like,
I
period.
promise.
Because I feel like there's so much I didn't even get a chance to. It's just too much. I can't even.
Yeah, this is the first time that me and Angela Yee is actually getting to build like this, y'all. I love this woman, and I respect this woman, and I'm super proud of you and your growth and your evolution. It's definitely a testament to you understanding how to be swift and changeable in order to stay remainable.
Oh, shit, I like that. Can we isolate that and make that? Okay, we got a song. But I want to congratulate you on putting out this amazing project. I saw the great responses that you've gotten online.
Absolutely, Queen, and I'm just grateful. I'm happy for the love, that the way people are receiving my truth, my vulnerability, the time that it took for me to get comfortable enough to share it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just glad that I'm able to do it on my own terms. And what's so dope about this vibe session with you today, it's like, for me, it's like there's moments that just, they organically dictate the growth and the evolution of a friendship. I really and truly feel like there's been a growth in our friendship today.
Busta Rhymes, my new best friend.
Nah, real talk. This is dope. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't want to sit around and just talk if I ain't comfortable with you to just talk.
Right.
We got things to do.
I was like, how am I going to top Drink Champs? No, I'm kidding. I can't do that. But, you know. Shout out to Nori and EFN. Love you guys.
Big up to the bros, man.
Well, thank you, Busta Bus. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Miss Boss Lady Angela Yee. Let's get to it. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it growing.
Honestly, you got to watch the whole interview on YouTube, on Way Up with Yee. We had a conversation. That's probably my longest interview so far, and it could have been way longer, but, you know, people got places to go, things to do, but we're going to definitely do a part 2. And again, as usual, when we come back, you guys get to have the last word. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes, I'm here.
And we had a really fun morning with our guest co-host Karen from Real Housewives of Potomac.
Fun.
I feel like this could be your ministry also.
Yeah, this could be your calling.
I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Just call me anytime you need me.
All right. Well, I enjoyed it just because we had some good conversations about entrepreneurship, about home ownership, about investments, you know, and then of course about Real Housewives.
The tea.
Why wouldn't we?
You gave us a lot of tea. You gave us a lot of tea.
Yes, I did. I did my job.
Yeah.
Spill some tea.
Okay.
And she is good at her job.
She
okay?
is.
Drew us right in. Be like, well, let me ask you this. And she does not shy away from the conversations. But I also think, you know, for everybody listening, how it feels like you're very strong about people weighing in, people's perceptions, turning lemons into lemonade, like you said. And that's not an easy thing, but I feel like that's a good message for people.
You got to keep pushing.
Yeah, keep on
it's
pushing.
not an answer.
All right, and also thank you to Busta Rhymes. You can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up with Yee. And of course, you guys always get to have the last word, 800-292-5150.
Hey, good morning. I just wanted to shine a light on my boyfriend, Jay. I'm so proud of him. He was recently in a really bad car accident. He broke both his arms, legs, has been in a wheelchair, but he has been such a trooper through the process. And nothing has been really going the right way with the whole insurance thing, and it's costing a lot, especially during the holidays. And he is still just being such a trooper about it and still trying his best to just still be a stubborn provider. So love him very much. Super shout out to him and hope that his day gets better.
Hi, my name is Giselle from St. Louis, Missouri. I would like to shine a light on my daughter, Leah Thomas, better known as Green Girl Leah. She is Forbes 30 Under 30, and she is the founder of Intersectional Environmentalist, hashtag Green Girl Leah, at Intersectional Environmentalist. Go, girl!
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.